We are back. It is Friday, and that is quite lovely. I'm actually having a better Friday than I thought. You may remember if you followed me earlier this week that I had my cat indoors because she hurt her leg. Well, she just healed up from that, and then she got a snake bite yesterday, and her paw got to like the twice the size, and I was really worried how she would be holding up today, but she woke me up purring, and she looks like she's fine. You guys, which is amazing. She's eating, she's purring, she's playing, she's acting like she was definitely not bitten by a snake yesterday, which she was. So I'm keeping her indoors, but she's keeping my husband, who's working from home today. She's keeping him company in the next room. So we gotta start this morning on a positive note, and super happy that she pulled through. She seemed to have processed the venom. Swedish snakes aren't that, they're not. I guess it's not the equivalent of being bitten by a snake in some other country. In Sweden, we don't have like lethal. If you're unlucky, of course, it could happen. Like people who are allergic to wasps and stuff, So if you're extra sensitive, it could be lethal, but it's not very common, you guys. So, but it's still like a bad bite. It still hurts, and we have one kind of viper that has a poison, and it was probably that one because it was so swollen and she was bleeding, and it was very much like snake bite. So that was too bad. And I think the warm weather, like usually we don't have snakes that close and around this time of year, but we've had extra warm, like the rest of the world. We experience that the summers are longer, the days are warmer, and but tomorrow it's gonna turn. The weather is gonna become colder, and the snakes will kind of go into hiding. But she was in an accident yesterday, and now she's okay. So that's the morning's news from Sweden. And I'm super happy about it. Okay, let's share that I'm doing this as I usually do. I am live. I am sending out on X. Warm welcome, GM. And I'm gonna send the link also on Telegram to my collector channel. And let's see. Oops, accidentally pressed the wrong. I came into the blog of Doug Holland, which is an amazing blog. It's called Diary of a Fat Slob. I read it at times, but it was not my intention to click into his blog. I was supposed to copy paste this address. All right, I'm gonna enter the live stream. There we go. And I'm gonna share it to my Telegram channel as well. And we might have people joining from other places. Let's see here. I'm just gonna write a friend. Mm-hmm. There we go. I get some pet advice from my dear following. They're super sweet. Okay, focus. Time to draw. Thank you for joining me. Let's see. We have 7 people. I apologize. This was taking so long. All right. I started with opening up the wrong window. Now I'm in Illustrator, you guys. Okay, let's do this. I'm like in a happy mood, and it makes me a little bit more unfocused, I suppose. It's just such a relief, when you're a pet owner and your pet is fine, the day is just going to be awesome. I'm going to start by doing some stars and stuff, and I'm going to color in the background, and then we're going to start doing some people or some buildings. I think I start with the buildings until someone wants to be drawn, then I add you. So yeah, feel free to jump in if you're in the mood of being immortalized in one of my drawings. It is super fun and an honor to get to draw you. But you don't have to if you're super busy, if you're working, or if you just want to chill out and watch. That's totally fine. I'm a lurker myself, so I will never judge you for not saying anything. With that said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I usually share, I don't know, processes and background stories or whatever you want to know. We can talk about your pets as well. It doesn't have to be something connected to this. So yeah, feel free. And this morning, like I mentioned earlier, my husband is working from home. So if you hear like a mumbling noise in the background, that could be him talking to clients. So it's good that we had this plan that, in case the cat needs to go to a veterinarian, he can drive her there. But it turns out we just get to hang out and enjoy a lovely day together. So that's not bad. There we go. We have some stars in the sky. We can add a few more later. I need to turn off these layers so that I see what's going on here. We could do some people here. I usually like to put Stormy in every picture lately. Her thunder hair is one of my favorites, and she sometimes just switches, color palettes, but I think she's super cool. So let's see here. I might I like the lilac, but it's just a little bit kind of blends in too much with the line art. Let's see. All right, hide your face for a second, girly. Let's see. This morning I saw all the amazing pictures of people in Singapore at the Breakpoint event, and it just, it's some of my favorite people there right now. So I am having the worst FOMO. I feel like it would have been amazing to be able to go, but it's just so far away, you guys. And I also the living expenses there, it's not cheap, and finding hotels and stuff is not cheap. So maybe some other time, maybe next year, who knows. But I saw poor someone from the stash community, and his wife got food poisoning and couldn't make it. I mean, that's so, they're there, and the big day is coming and they want to join the conference, and they're home in the hotel room with food poisoning. It's life, it happens, but I feel so bad for them. And also, food poisoning is no walk in the park. But yeah, it happens. Let's see here. Cutie patootie. Wait, why is that? There's a piece of fluff under. There we go. She has like a hint of bangs, cloudy bangs. All right. Let's borrow a thinner line and do the eyes. And I love her little orange colored eyes. How to color pick? It's in the wrong layer. Wait. I have to think. I might just move that one and we can color pick. There we go. Good, good. Do you know what I crave right now? It would be really nice with like a pumpkin spice latte. I've never had it, but I would like to try it. I think, you know, some spice in my coffee with foamy foamy milk would be really nice right now. I might buy some groceries and add something so I can make my own version. I don't like the sugary kind though. Like the spicy is not spicy. The spices is fine, but not too much sugar in my coffee. I don't know if it's a Swedish or Finnish thing, but I don't really think coffee and sugar belongs. I know. Some people can't live without it. And here I go saying they don't belong together, but that's just my own personal little flavor. She has like this faux fur coat thingy majingy going on. Let's see here. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I'm gonna put it in a layer beneath everything. There we go. That's better. And then we're gonna do the furry bit. There we go. Maybe something like this. Did you check my new perks on Drip, by the way? If you hang out on drip.house, as in German house, HAUS, then you might have noticed that I'm being a little bit enigmatic about coming drops. We're still in a kind of Moon Royal phase, but it's not exactly the same tweak to it coming weeks. And that's because I'm trying to find the fine balance between live drawing and offering, you know, the doing like a selection of special picks from the week that I was drawing. So now we're kind of in in balance time-wise. So I've caught up with old work. We're living in the now, and not even I know which drops I'm picking out for next week. I'm going to decide. I usually decide it around the weekend. And we're going to have a super legendary or ultimate, depends on how many people who want in on it. And then we're going to have a regular base drop of art. And then we're going to have... wait, I'm just going to put the shoes under. What else? I have base drop. I have... God, brain is computing very slowly this morning. Ultimate or super legendary, and then of course shrimp candy, where I keep doing my shrimpies, but this time I'm gonna do a little tweak to it. We're doing a bearded guy. It's not just girls. I'm trying to kind of bring in all the guys who's following me as well. I think the majority of people following me still is men, and yet I have so much girls depicted, so I figured let's make sure everyone feels welcomed into these worlds. So yeah, we have a shrimpy for shrimp candy. What else? I'm trying to think, how many drops do I do? I removed like the rare and legendary for now, because I didn't think there was a meaningful way to do rarities this round when I'm in world mode. I might figure out a way how to do it, but I don't want to... oh, what happened here? I need to move her thumb. Oops. Sorry about this. Just gonna borrow her thumb for a minute. There we go. Turn on all the layers and boom, bada bing. She can now grip the mug and her arm. Darling. Her arm needs to go on top. There we go. Happy Stormy. Yeah, but it's important for me that the drops make sense and are meaningful. And this is a time of tweaks and changes, I suppose. 11 people watching. Good morning. I'm just sitting here thinking out loud about coming drops and how to live in the now, create in the now. And for starters, I removed rare and legendary from my drops because it's just hard to figure out a way how to incorporate it without having to draw extra. So if I find a way to package it, we're gonna switch up the perks next week. But this is like a little soft trial run. And there will be more worlds and less characters is the idea. The only PFPs I'm releasing right now, as in like character portraits, are my shrimp candy, the shrimpies. And I think they're funny because they're really fun to make. They all say something. And I don't know if they're like useless in terms of value of what they're saying, but I think they're a lot of fun to work on. So let's keep them as a little something for the people who donated at least one droplet. I hope people appreciate them and think they're fun. That's the point. But everything is an experiment at times. the stuff that I usually laugh at, could be not the stuff that other people like and enjoy. I guess you live, you learn, and you take it from there. Yesterday, something cool happened, by the way. I was in the next door town in the city hall, and I was invited as a speaker for art and culture in that town, like the people who are in their art. What do you call it? It's like a club, I guess, like an art club. And they were super curious about NFTs, and they wanted to learn more. Wait, didn't I do his hair already? I did. Look at that. You're almost done, little fella. So anyway, I go there, and it was like a room of people, and they were so curious. They had so many questions. They had also read like the good stuff, the bad stuff, and they wanted to know, like, how do you work in this, and how does it work? And the funny thing is that you might think that it was young people, like at least people my age or below, but I think the youngest person was maybe 56 or something. Like they were all in their 50s and 60s, which was super cool. I said, you guys are the coolest to be here, curious about this when most people in the world don't even know what it is. So I was actually really impressed, and they were very friendly and curious, and yeah, I hope I hope they learned something. A lot of people think that when you make NFTs, you put them in the NFT machine, like it's like a certain code that makes it NFT. So during the actual creation, you make it in a certain way so that it becomes an NFT. And I said, no, you can do pottery and take a photo of it and put it up there as an NFT, and you can sell your physical products through that NFT. So yeah, I tried to kind of help them with certain technical things, how it actually works. I talked about blockchains and how a lot of the critique a couple of years back was about the the environmental impact. And I said, that's why I'm on Solana, where like these compressed NFTs that we're dropping through Drip. And there, I think it's about the equivalent of a Google search. Like that's as heavy as it is. So it's not bad. It's actually a kind of cool way of doing it. And yeah, I said there are options and not everything is Bitcoin. When you hear blockchains, there are more out there. There's so many more. So yeah. Oh, I didn't have to do that one. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully it was valuable to them. One guy was very interested in checking out the music scene on Drip, which made me very happy. It is worth checking out the music scene on Drip. They have awesome musicians, to be honest. My favorite, I showed them Hachi Mugen. I said, this is my vibe. This is the music I actually listen to. And I showed them that you get like a playlist and stuff. So yeah. It's good, like it's a good beginner's page to look at, because yeah, they weren't ready for like all the options out there. But I did mention that you can have your own contracts. You don't have to rely on like marketplaces, and everyone is doing it a little bit differently. But yeah. So I was hanging with some people about my parents' age yesterday. But it was nice. I had a terrible headache though, because I had taken care of my kitty cat who got bitten by a snake. And then I went straight to that place and did my little speech. And yeah, was very happy because when I came home, she was greeting me, the cat. And I could tell immediately that she was feeling better because she could barely walk earlier. What did I do? I like his socks. I wouldn't mind having socks like this guy. So yeah, that was my evening yesterday and my day. How was your day? Feel free to comment so I'm not just, I don't know, oversharing my days here. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're enjoying this Friday. At first, my kid said that she wouldn't go back to karate, but tonight she wanted to watch Karate Kid and then decide afterwards how she feels about karate class. So we might go back next week. I think it's fine to be a little bit undecisive regarding what to do. I think as a kid, it's okay to explore. I'm happy to go back. It doesn't cost anything right now. It's free to try it for some time, and yeah, it doesn't cost until next month. I can still feel in my legs though. I was not prepared for exercise, to be honest, but it did me good. I could feel it, and I'm just happy I didn't, damage myself while doing it. There we go. The little guy is down. Then we have this character, bird nest lady or guy. It could be like a little bit. Well, there's like a little dress going on. So, but anyway, 12 people watching. Hello. Let me just check. There we go. Do, 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 do. I think this hairstyle is looking quite modern. I don't know. Is that how you say it? Maybe it's not even modern anymore, but I don't know. I thought it was cool. Okay, some stuff needs to go on top, and some stuff needs to go below. There we go. Something like that, perhaps. And let's group the hair. And then we're gonna do this tired, pouty face. As I was drawing it, this was my mood. I was just feeling tired. You have days like that. Let's see. Do the eyes. Today is so much better though. I woke up, the headache was gone. It was amazing. I had a headache like from my early afternoon right until I fell asleep, and then it was gone. And I didn't understand immediately why I was so happy when I woke up, and then I realized, oh, it's because the headache is gone. So I, I don't have a headache that often, thank God. But I guess sometimes it just happens. I do have a lot of screen time, so it's strange that I don't suffer more. But I'm very good at wearing my glasses, so that helps. Okay, let's capture your entire little face here and group it. Perfect. And now we're gonna do the body. We have the fluffy jacket. When you work in Illustrator, it's really important to think in shapes. So, yeah, sometimes it's a little bit hard, but over time you learn to work kind of in tune with Illustrator, but it's not like working in Photoshop. And I think the fact that it was so different was why it took me so long to love it. I did not love this program. It took me years to actually appreciate it, but now I feel it's a very safe way of making sure that my cities can be blown up to any size. So it's a way of future proofing my worlds. Makes it really easy when you do posters and stuff, and you might want to do like a larger print, or maybe someone wants it as a wallpaper or whatever, and all is possible right now. There we go. I did make like some kind of pattern on, let's do like a squiggly pattern. I used to own a huge scarf like this and I loved it, but it was so itchy. But it was like 20 years ago, so this is in honor, in loving memory of my old favorite scarf. You were itchy but beautiful. right, let's do the dress. There we go. I usually start my live streamings a little bit earlier in my day, around 8 o'clock. But this morning, life was just a little bit delayed, so that's why I stumbled in at 20 past. But I think I've been able to be more on time than I thought was possible, so that's good. I'm gonna keep trying to be on time, but life comes first, and getting kids ready for school and stuff, sometimes you're just lagging a little bit behind. And I also started eating breakfast before live drawing because hearing my tummy grow is not what you're here for. There we go, lovely lady. Let's see here, we need to group her. There we go. We have some awesome folks here. And when we do this, we can see, I'm going to turn off the sketch layer. So this is what we got for now. We're getting there. It's September 20. I said I wanted to finish this floating island before September ends. I think it is possible, but I need to just keep drawing, I guess. Yeah. We could do the wrestling scene. Quite fond of that one. Gonna hide the waterfall for a second. Where are you? Waterfall. Where are you? Are you? Oh, you're all grouped. Okay. So let's hide everything then. And we're gonna go here. We're gonna do a fierce rat attack. An amazing fella. I think it would be so cool to someday in my life experience a real what's it called? Pro wrestling game. Imagine in the early 90s when I was a kid and you saw pro wrestling for the first time. I mean, mind was blown. I had never seen anything like it in my life. And this was like Hulk Hogan was young days. I don't know. I don't know about, yeah, I have no idea how old he was, but he was absolutely younger than he is today. And yeah, he was just so cool. something about the flashy clothes, and you know, they really give you a show. So that's something I like. They're very entertaining. I don't know how visible these whiskers will be. When I zoom in, you can really tell that I make these characters so chunky, but it's because when you zoom out, they need to be visible. So if I draw too delicately, it's just, it all kind of fades in together. I want them to be quite clear and visible when you zoom out. Let's see here. I'm gonna write rat attack. It's really hard to squeeze it in. I think I might need to turn on the layer and just free draw it. Attack is a very long word. Don't judge me if I'm doing this all wrong. Rat attack. That would be my name if I was a rat doing pro wrestling. Just saying. And then I did some like a little bit like flames, I suppose, but they're not. This is too limey. Let's do it more, a little bit more fiery. Maybe something like this. Is these flames? Do we interpret them as flames? Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Just gonna have a look at him. Yeah. Perfect. And then his weapon of choice, an Indiana Jones kind of whip. I don't know how these things work, you guys. I apologize if if it's wrong, if it doesn't look like this, but yeah. Didn't quite like the red brownish color, so we're gonna improvise and do another color. Maybe something like this. Let's remove the sketch. He's so fierce. What a guy. Let's group him. And then his opponent. It is time for HDS. I don't know what it means. I don't remember, but it was one of my live streaming visitors who wanted to be drawn as a kind of pro wrestling cat, sort of. So, as you know, that's fine. Happy to do it. I think he's looking very buff, very cool. And he has some stars. Oops, sorry about the nose. Here we go. And he has like this ski mask kind of action going on. And then the little kitty mouse. Meh. Or maybe poorly drawn kitty mouse. There we go. So he's a white cat, apparently. Underneath this impressive suit. More stars on the arms. And the words HDS. I'm trying to figure out what it stands for, but I don't know. He doesn't have a hand yet. He's holding on to a chair. And this one will go in the layer underneath. There we go. I wonder if I can put some color in here. My kitty cat, she hears me. She's like, I know you're there. Why is this one here? Oh, it's my cat is bored. But if I let her in, she's gonna start walking all over this drawing tablet, so I'll just... She gets to be bored another 10 minutes, and then I probably need to take off. What happened to the letters on his chest? Didn't I fill those out? I didn't. Let's see here. Looking sharp, little guy. And we had some embellishments on his belt as well. His costume is pretty swanky, if I may say so. Oops. There we go. But he needs some legs, don't you agree? Let's group what we have for now. There we go. And now we're gonna do the bottom part. And the tail. Oh, poor little kitty cat. I'm gonna open the door soon. Maybe you can hear her. She's so bored. I know she's gonna want to show me the door and be like, let me out, but not a chance. We were told that she needs to rest for 2 weeks to make sure she fully recovers from the bite. So she will not be amused by this, I can assure you. All right, what a kitty cat. Now let's see here. Let's group him. Now it's just the chair. I bet you did not expect there to be wrestling in Moon Royale. But there you go. You just never know what life will bring you. I think that's a good thing. Maybe something like that. And we group the chair. We group the kitty cat and the chair. Boom, bada bing. We have two wrestlers. And it's now 9:20. I've been at it for an hour. I wonder if I should do the ring as well. Oops. Where did you go? Sorry about the bumpy ride. Here we go. There we go. Wait. Poorly drawn stick. Here we go. That's better. Awesome. We're getting there. Now we're gonna do this stuff behind them. Another stick. And we're gonna do the platform. And we're gonna do the rubber bands. Ta-da! We have our wrestler ring. Amazing. And I think with that, I'm gonna be happy with this one for now. We have, let's see here. Do we have all the layers lit? Yes. So if I remove the background, this is what we got for now. We're slowly getting there. Not even that slowly. We did some characters, we did a wrestling ring today. And yeah, we're gonna keep adding. So tonight I am not live drawing. It is Friday evening. I'm gonna spend it with family. So I am back. Let's see, maybe I'll do like a pop-up thing this weekend if I feel like it. Otherwise, I'm back on Monday around this time. And then I'll do the evening ones as well next week. So with that said, I think we're all good. Thank you, 12 people watching. Mwah. I appreciate your company this morning, and take care.